situate some things. Sorry I didn't get back on yesterday with this. Just my days are just incredibly busy. And I have all the intent. I'm coming back on, and I'm telling you, it's wild around here. Good morning. Want to have a kiss? Yeah? No? Did you eat your breakfast? Did you eat your breakfast? So, I wanted to use these two decks for all of October. But I was writing WkEnd Energy, and then I heard, well, I don't know how to say it. I don't hear it. It's just in my head. 18 plus. It's like its own little part of my brain that tells me things. I don't know how to look at it, guys. It's so hard to explain. Some people hear the guides, and maybe that is me hearing them without physically hearing them. That might be a thing. I don't know. I don't know, guys. So, I'm guessing, well, I could be wrong, but I would think that it's going to pull me to the other cards, but I will find out in a minute. I just want to put my wristbands on. God, I said wristbands. Is that still a thing? It's reminding me of like a girl that I once knew. It's reminding me of like back in the day aerobics with the freaking leotard and the stretch pants and the leg warmers. I had the best pair of leg warmers. They were like all rainbows. I was like, yes. I'm like rainbow bright. This was fucking awesome. So I got the best pair. You know? So let me bring me home tonight. I wanna meet you. Hey, Fluffanana. One way or another, I'm gonna find you. I'm gonna get you. Maybe next year. Is that what that song goes? I don't know. All right. I do have to leave here at 9 o'clock for a doctor's appointment, though. So. I get you. Ooh, I should post that recipe for a chicken masala. Where is... Did not take a Photoshop of it. Are you serious? I have to go into my email. Something might irritate you over the weekend. I don't know what that smell is I keep smelling. I've been having to wake up, blow my nose every morning. I don't know if you put cologne on before you left. Maybe fathers, you got a date. Maybe you got split up. I mean, I don't know. There's so many things. Well, I act like there's so many things, but there's not some. Oh, dear Lord. Where's my visits? It's going to be one of those weekends, apparently. Could stop fast. Oh, I heard heavy ending. But that doesn't mean bad. Okay, 10:05. I got to be there. So, I'm going to leave here at 9. So, some island for 8:45. like 8:50. Friday. So I'll set the first timer for 50 when I start. So I'm going to use 2 decks. I will reset that. I just wanted to make sure it was programmed. Now I got to figure out what decks. Originally, what I wanted to do is what you're thinking and what they're thinking. But then it pulled me to this other Halloween deck, and that's not really going to cut it. Because one deck is obviously a little more brutal than the other. So I might just use those for overall energy. And I'll use the 2 new decks that I have October. They were definitely meant to come together. And I had to wait a whole extra week. But I already had that conversation with you. Some things are just meant to come together. Ooh, that could be a message for you guys right there. And I keep hearing one way or another. I'm gonna get you. I'm gonna get you one way or another. Get you. All right, let's do 2 decks. This is going to be overall energy. You can pick a deck or go with both. I'm assuming we're both in it. We're all in it. Both decks. All right, I'll cancel that one. Turn that one on. All right, first read. Good morning. Your daughter wanted to dress like that Halloween, funny. Good morning, everybody. Good morning. Good morning. Yeah, remember it's only a couple days, and some of you might already be in it because energy with me, it's a couple days before or after. And it's basic energy that we're working with. The eye of the tiger. I got pulled to the storm. I don't have time to keep splitting these off. I guess I'll just make time. Did the storm split? Does anybody know? It did, right? I thought I quickly saw something on Facebook. Where is it now? Are they still? Oh my God, the Northern Lights here last night were beautiful. Me and my dad went in around 9 o'clock. I missed them. He missed them. But a friend of ours that lives down the street posted a half hour earlier. He was taking all sorts of wild pictures. I was like, what the fuck? Hurricane on one side, tornadoes on the other. And I am getting like cyclones too. So I wonder if they're heading in that direction, starting with a big thunderstorm, and then the cyclones come in. I mean, I'm just seeing a twister, so it could be a tornado, could be a cyclone, could be a hurricane. I just don't know which way it's heading. But somebody did mention that there's a big storm in Wyoming, and that was on my list. So sometimes they just start as huge thunderstorms. Storm hit Orlando last night before bed. Oh my gosh. There's a fire in Wyoming. Okay. My daughter was supposed to go to Disney. But I've been saying Disney World hasn't really been safe anyway. So if that's the case, I hope there's a lot of damage. And I hate to say it like that, but I do, because it all needed to be redone for everybody else's safety. And that's been coming in for a couple years. So you can thank Spirit for that one. Rare earth on fire in Wyoming. So now that we got that out of the way, hopefully it doesn't come into this read too much, but you never know. Okay, starting at 11. And now I gotta set the alarm for 45 seconds. Minutes. All right. Let's see the overall energy for read 1. Started at 11. I know, guys, it's still awful. I mean, they still haven't gotten to people in North Carolina. It's just awful. I did play catch up a little bit for about 5 minutes because Spirit's like, all right, go ahead. But in the beginning, I know it was a lot of fear and devastation. And now that my head's clear enough to see things, I guess, time to tune in. I just heard weather tracker. I don't know if that's correct, though. I don't know. The 3 of Ghosts, 3 of Cups, Judgment, overall energy for this weekend. I just did get pulled to my witch's calendar again. Again, it could just be lunar cycles. Might have something to say. Ace of Cups. So somebody might want to make something better or some type of offer. It could be a friend. It could be, and then the 9 of Cups underneath. And the Lovers just popped out. So this is some type of offer. I don't know if I said reconciliation yet. This typically wouldn't be, though. You guys might know this person. If not, it's a new person. It's fine. You're deciding whether I go or not. This could be even like a friend saying, hey, you want to go out? Let's go have a good time. With the Ace of Cups, self-love. 9 of Cups is here. So, life's little mysteries I just heard. But it's usually everyday energy. Sorry, guys. Wow, what the fuck? Bump into all sorts of shit. This stone always throws me to Japan. Let me just clarify these. Oh, because I forgot what I was saying. It was how they think about what they're thinking and what you're thinking. But I don't feel like I'm doing that right now, but I could be. They're temperance, moderation. Take it slow. Make sure make sure you're hanging out with the right people, grounding yourself. Queen of Wands. That's typically, feeling yourself. Five of Swords. Four of Cups, Three of Cups at the bottom of the deck. Four of Cups. Apparently this overall energy is pretty significant unless I'm taking the other route where it is how you feel, how they feel. They don't typically... I'll do those reads every once in a while. I know they're popular, but they're not. Everyone thinks if it's good, it's their energy. Like, it's just... It's like drawing people in, which is the last thing I want to do. Clickbait again, But this, at least this Five of Swords, there's nobody else here. It's kind of like feeling defeated, like left out, Or maybe I just got pulled to the Five of Pentacles in yesterday's read. Was that yesterday's or the day before? We were talking about money and I went over mouth. Okay. So it's definitely a sexual vibe here too. But when I went over money, health, and situationship, somebody is just leaving someone out of something, or hold on. I'm trying to decide, do I want to wear sapphire, topaz, or emerald? So you could be getting yourself ready for something. Yeah, I felt the emerald, but I've been thinking about I felt the topaz, but I've been thinking about my emerald lately. So again, we're probably still sticking with the color blue. I look at it as more protection, energy, grounding. Let's have a copper. You might want to wear copper. I was looking at for a minute back, waitressing all weekend. Yeah, I could see that. You're serving other people, but that might be annoying, or somebody might try to hit on you, and it's like, that can be annoying. I got that a lot at restaurants when I used to waitress. Or you just could be going to a restaurant, people are really admiring you. I don't know, there's just something about, I think you're calming the energy, or you're just like defeated. You feel defeated. Because here it looks like either you want another chance or somebody else wants another chance in a certain situation here. Tell me about this Ace of Cups, please. So it's like you're getting 4 little reads here. Continuous cycles, bad decisions, addictions. So people could be drinking here. Keep your distance with the divorce, ghosted, separation. What's this 3 of Cups? So somebody could just want to play or want your energy, narcissistic, egotistical, opportunist, fragile. Maybe they want to take advantage of you. But happy, joy, and healing, and then a glow up new opportunity. So as much as that 5 of Swords seems dainty, There's also an opportunity here. Maybe it's one over the other. I'm gonna find you. I'm gonna get you one way or another. Which is kind of egotistical, you know, but what is this Judgment? Stagnant, stuck, frozen, suffering in silence, unspoken desires, broken dreams, real feelings, hiding, deception. So somebody here has a lot to say, but is not saying anything. They could be intimidated by the Queen of Wands. They could be just thinking that you're going to pass judgment. I mean, I don't know how something ended here, but with the Four of Cups, like somebody wants to go another round, but they might not even reach out here. For some of you, they might, and they might just come in. I don't know how this is going to go, because this is some strong energy. And the Queen of Wands can be very intimidating sitting next to the Five of Swords. Somebody might think you're trying to manipulate them too. Or, you know, you're being opportunistic when it comes to certain stuff. Or that's the only reason why you want to be with them. Or, you know, it's the energy is all over the place here. So that this part is just, you know, channeling, because I don't even see it on the board. This narcissistic too, it could be you. And you're guarding yourself. Because I feel like you're defeated, like you can't be bothered. Is it you can't be bothered, or are you guarding yourself? Which one? Because I don't feel like that energy is actually coming from them. I actually feel it's, you know, it's your happiness, and you're kind of like sitting over here like, I don't know if somebody came through or they're going to come through, and you're just living your own life, can't be bothered. You ignore it, or you reply, but you shut something down real fucking quick because you feel like that's what's best, you know. Could it be someone from your past again? Because she's holding 2 cups, 3 of cups, and then an ace. That's 6. And then with the 9 of cups, that would be what, 15, and that's 16, and that's 5. No, 13. Wait a minute. So 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, which would be a 6. So again, 6 of cups, something from your past. You just could be working on something that's pretty important. There's a cycle here, though, with you had bad decision or situationship. Again, keeping your distance. Maybe somebody has an addiction. It's a bad decision. But also going through a divorce or being ghosted or separating. So I do feel like you might be a little hard on somebody, but I also feel like it's almost like just do. Like it, something must have really been karmic. And someone must have really pissed you off or hurt you. Something. Because it kind of brings your head a little here, a little there. What is this distance? Somebody could just want to hook up too, but I don't really see hook up here. Queen of Wands sometimes, but I don't think you're just going to hook up with anybody here. Karmic's third party. Lesson learned. So this probably could have already happened, but then you have lack of trust, disloyal, or trying to turn something back on, but it's too late. Like the bridge has already been burnt. So somebody here could have learned a lesson, and now they want to come towards you. And it could be at one time you guys were good friends. I don't know. But how something went down with judgment there is telling me you didn't necessarily leave on good terms. Whether it was here through the grapevine, whether it was the two of you. You know, there's nothing worse than a text message. Like, it's not personal. No, it is personal. Because you involve me and you're not doing your shadow work. So it is personal. I can't stand when people say shit like that. That's just an excuse. That's gotta go. Bye-bye. Again, it is personal. You going through shit. So why'd you fucking drag me in it in the first place? So that shit is more irritating for me. And I have been getting triggered over the last couple readings. I did have some from my past hit me up via Messenger. And it was something on Musk because he likes Musk and I don't. So I wrote back, I'm like, did you purposely send me that to trigger me? Like, I don't get it. What? And he was like, oh my gosh, I didn't mean to send that to you. Sending it to a whole bunch of people. Bullshit. That was the tactic you chose to go with? And then what Elon was saying was kind of like the same thing I said yesterday, presenting himself with like knowledge. So it's almost like Elon is waking up a lot of people, but to new things, but it's the wrong knowledge. It's being misinterpreted, manipulated the right way, So I'm just like, so I just blocked it. I'm like, I'm not doing this. There's no way in hell I'm fucking doing this. And people want to say, oh, you guys have different opinions. You could still be happy, this and that. Like, can you though? Because if I'm at the point where I kind of like hate them, and I don't hate a lot of people, but I'm letting spirit, it's going to get played out anyway. That's what spirit chose. But to somebody know how strongly I feel about it, and I don't want to talk about it, don't send me shit on fucking Elon. Yeah, it was a big part of something, and he just absolutely like loves Elon. It's like, oh, did you see the way he grew up? It's so inspiring. Like, he just got sucked in to the Elon cult without even realizing it. So people are getting awoken with Elon right now. But it's not the way you want to be. Oh, I mean, I've already said all this shit to you, but you'll listen to Elon and not me? What the fuck? How does that make any sense? So I should have known that fucking trigger was going to come at me, and I handled it very well. I didn't like really lose my shit, but I know that was intentional. Bullshit. I haven't heard from you in less than a year. I'm sure my name was way down at the bottom of your feed. You went looking for it. So instead of coming at me honestly, and again, I don't know if he intentionally wanted to trigger me or not, because it wasn't like bad. He was just showing me, I think, in the sense of like, look how smart this guy is. But to me, I'm like, I've had this knowledge for fucking years, idiot. And I'm done. And I'm so sorry, like, to even call him an idiot sometimes. Like, what are you, fucking stupid? Like, where have you been? I have been teaching you and telling you things for years and years. Well, off and on for 3 years. Now all of a sudden Musk says something and you're all over it like flies on shit. But no, you never listen to me. So my problem is when people try to educate me when I'm already educated. If I'm not educated on it, then I find it interesting. But I'm already educated on this. So don't come my way ever on something I'm already educated with. Ever. It's fucking annoying. It's like, that just goes to show me someone hasn't been listening for fucking 3 years. You know? It's not like a Democrat and a Republican. Like, people can get past that shit if you just don't talk about it and do your own thing. But if you're going to bring it into every fucking conversation, no. Thank you, though. You watch the news. Oh, but Elon's doing this. Yep. Okay, people. I'm not even trying to fucking... You guys can find your own way. I'm not even going to try to convince people what's happening with him. To me, I just feel like it's a fucking waste of time. It's like debating and debating and debating. Like, they'll make that change when it's meant for them to make that change. I don't know what else to say. But I'd say within a few years, he's going to disappear. So I don't know if it's just his time off Earth. So Spirit has a reason for everything. It could be the right time too. You know what I mean? Where they take him. Because then somebody can step in and try to break down what the fuck he's done to people. And I started the other channel. I started a read. And there was a couple other things that came into that. Modern day prophecies of your modern day sister, but there was something else I wanted to say about that I also came across. Not just like how do they determine how long you're gonna live. It was something else. But I just wanted to get this weekend energy out of the way. I will get to, well, I almost heard Dallas next, but I'll get to prophecies of the modern day seer. I just don't like that the government is now heavily working with him, and a lot of people like him. And I remember times where people didn't like him, and then all of a sudden, you know, he says some smart fucking things and trying to wake people up that way. But the way he's doing it is very manipulative. And anyone who follows Elon, they would never agree with me. That's a given. So he has a role right now to get people to see what he's telling. And that stuff is true, but there's some stuff that he's saying that is not, and he's using that to his advantage. So Spirit kind of has the reins on that one right now. And however this is going down is intentionally playing out the way Spirit intends it to play out. And that's just the way it goes. It's just the government's way, once again, to control population, control humanity, control sides of spirituality, because we've been a target for a while and they've had a hard time getting us to follow. And there's such a huge group of spirituals, massive, millions and millions, guys, in different countries. When it comes to religion, I always check spiritual. And that's only been in the paperwork the last few years. Before, it was never even there. So it's like the government kind of playing us too. Oh, you want to label us now? You want to label us because of a fucking belief, you fucking idiots? So that's where I'm at with that one. And I'm telling you, I just got kind of walking around the neighborhood. I just got pulled to not even glitches. People are going to be walking around. Could even be extraterrestrial energy. Oh my God, great costume. You would never know. I'm still getting that same vibe. I don't think it's like a warning though. I don't think they're after anybody. It's just they're out there trying to catch other energies that come through the void. There's something going on, but I don't think it's anything we have to worry about. And again, the reason why they made a deal with extraterrestrials, I don't know how they did it, but they did it for us. And I told you that then. They were coming here to help us. So after they do what they're doing, they're trying to figure out a different way in, because now the government has more information when it comes to the sky and the galaxies, and they're able to block certain portals. So that's AI, guys. AI is that fucking intelligent. And I just got kicked off AI the other day. I appealed it. We can talk about me programming you, or us wanting to program this or that, but you can't mention you know who before it. And now it's making me, when I use it, it's making me unlock my phone. So careful of what you're watching this weekend. And I know the news with the weather is important to follow. But I'm not kidding you. Typically, this never started. Oh yeah, it did. 19 minutes left. Typically, I get pulled to stuff like that. I want to know. I'm curious. But this time, I didn't even peek one time. Like I already knew kind of what was going down, because some of the readings with how I was reading the coast, but it just goes up more besides North Carolina. But kind of already knew what we were in for. And not to mention just sharing sad stories. And now there's certain people that watch that's never going to leave their head, never going to leave their mind. You know how easy it is for that to happen. And people are real careful. Even, Fox 25 News. Like, even when they're all out and they're talking and they're laughing and kind of debating here and there, and the judge will say something, go back and forth, and even that is not all of it is script, like what are you going to talk about, but you do have heads up on what you're going to talk about, and you do have the freedom to have your opinion on that show. But there's some stuff that they're not allowed to mention either. And people don't get that. Some people do, some people don't. And for years and years and years, I'm like, don't let this be my job. Don't let this be my job in regards to prophecies. And then when I jumped right back into it, it felt like it never left. Like, why did I wait that long? Why was that fear there? So again, it's just something that I had to wait for. And it was the same year of 2022 where I created the channel. Around the same time, I created the AI channel. And now with the videos were being shown, it's confirmation for me that it was just now time to ramp it up and start it again. So again, you could start something 2 years ago, and I knew, because I was like, what the fuck? Am I stagnant? What is going on? But for me, it was confirmation that now is the right timing, and I have the knowledge between two things to put it together. And when it comes to dollars, that would probably be happening within the next couple months. But I want the website up, the app up, something you can go right into. Hey, Max, don't be an asshole. Max. Hey, Max. Are you fucking kidding me right now? Are you fucking kidding me right now? Really? You're lucky I don't lock your ass in there. Yeah, where are you going? I don't want you out here either, asshole. You alright, Cassie? You okay? You being a meanie? Yeah, I'm not happy with you. Seriously, go find something to fucking do. Stop attacking a 20-year-old, asshole. Yeah. Yeah, go sit in your little corner. Yeah, that was bad. That was not cool. You cannot be doing that. Would you like some catnip? Because I'll keep you busy. But stop that. Seriously. That's not good, Max. Go play in the freaking catnip. Leave Cassie alone. Put some toys in there. Okay, now roll around in your damn catnip. Collect yourself. Stop being an asshole. And what he probably really wants, guys, is to go outside, but he hasn't been wanting to go outside. And winter's around the corner. So it's like, what am I going to be fighting you on that? No, thank you. I just hate when he goes after Kessel. Like, she can't even defend herself. She's 20 years old. He literally attacks her. And sometimes I feel like he does it for fun. He needs like a kitten. He needs a Maine Coon in his life. That's what he needs. But they can grow up together and play together. Not so the Maine Coon could kick his ass, obviously, but it's a good fucking match because Max is no joke. And I think it's because I let him out this summer. With all the energies and the frequencies, he's trying to fucking tune into that shit too. So they are blocking portals from us. Not all of them, obviously, but so if you started something 2 years ago, maybe now's the time. I know at dollars sometimes I'm like, oh, I gotta get to it, but that is like strategically, that has to be done very carefully because the government's going to try to take that instantly. They're going to find a way to try to take it. I'll be definitely stirring up issues for the government, I'm sure. It's okay, though. That's what I'm here to do. WkEnd Energy. So, again, if you created something a while ago, King of Pentacles, Queen of Pentacles, that's a court couple. Page of Wands at the bottom of the deck. If this does has to do at work, and I don't even know how I started talking about that. Oh, the apps. The prophecies. I don't even know how it started. This could be a work couple. It could be. Let me just see if I can get over here. Just gonna put something on for Kessel.
Feeling great in your 80s is easier than you think.
And still do a lot of the chores ourselves, even though we're grandparents many times over. We both feel as good as we did decades ago. We figured out the secret to looking and feeling great as you age isn't going to the gym every day or cutting out the food right now. He's stronger, can work out longer.
What does this say? Send to phone, skip.
Plenty of energy left over for his
What the fuck? I always watch this.
Still feel like
He wants me to pair my phone, and I keep saying no. Careful what you pair with your TV, too. Some weird stuff's been happening with my TV ever since AI shut me down. Well, the government shut me down. There we go. The one that Kessel likes a lot. They now want me to pair the phone. So I just went to another one. All right. This could be like a third party here too. A marriage. So you have the Queen of Wands. You do have third party, haters, divorce, separation, addictions. They could have separated because of a third party, because of bad decisions, because of anything they were addicted to. I've come along a lot of people in my lifetime, and some addictions I'm just like, they're not like normal addictions. So you could have one like drugs, alcohol, porn, things like that, but maybe kids trafficking. There's something weird here. Like that's not a normal. It's not a normal. I don't know. Addiction, but some people, child porn. I don't fucking know. There's something here. And remember that day I was telling you, me and Ash were dying laughing. She was telling me there was animal porn. I'm like, there is not a thing. Tell me there is not a thing, not a thing. And I went on. We picked a site. We went on. And it says, if you continue doing this, just know, somebody yada, yada, yada. So we started Googling other things. So when you Google it, it will come up. If you try to attempt to watch it on the site, you'll get like a warning. And that some girls look really young, but it says, 18-year-old girl, yada, yada. But it's legal to watch that one because she's over 18. She just looks young. But then that also tells me that someone here has like a fantasy of somebody young or taking someone's virginity, or to me, it's something fucked up. Whatever this is, it's not a drug ring I just heard. So I don't, it has to do with somebody younger. It could be their own children. And I'm not saying by any means they're selling their children. But there is people that do fucking shit like that too. Why do I keep getting that same dry cough? It makes me want to puke. I think this is just a couple that has children. For some, and it's just a regular addiction. But there's something that maybe you're with somebody for a really long time and there's no desire, there's no passion. This is like sleeping together. acting like it's all good. But then, like, you're thinking of somebody else while you're fucking this person. This could be somebody who wants to work with you, and careful, because somebody here could just be an opportunist. This could be somebody wanting to work with you. And this is what they're thinking about. Because I'm getting like, it's not sending me in the other direction. I think this is good. But it'd be a whole lot of shit to clear up. Or this is a new person entering your life after, you went through all this shit. Could be your divorce, or you're separated. They ghosted you, vice versa. Because of a third party or haters, or you had to learn a lesson here. And you did. You chose you. So this is more about you here. But when it comes to suffering in silence and stagnant, I feel like that's probably them. And I just said, but you reap what you sow, especially if you're not going to own something. So you can create something here, especially with the star. You got the Magician, the star. This is a good thing. So I don't know if they're trying to align something right now. 6 of Wands, successful business. Got the Hangman. It could be slowing you down. Could be slowing them down. Oh my God, it stopped. Okay. It wanted me to sign in again, but as soon as I said that, it started again. That's fucking annoying. It actually wants this deck. New beginnings. Behind every closed door, a new beginning awaits. Seek new exits. Crossroads, choose your path wisely at this junction. You will soon arrive at a temporal crossroad where a significant decision will shape your destiny. Mirror of reality, reflections bring clarity. Reality mirrors not what you see, but what you understand. Reflect to perceive, to heal. And guiding star. And you do have that right here too, with creating something, being very successful. And uncertainty. Look to guiding principles that you have stirred before they won. You won't be failed now. Old truths bring clarity. So you are dealing with somebody from the past. But I would advise to be careful here. Because if you're not getting the whole story with what went down here and why, like who, what, when, where, I'm hearing Carmen Sandiego, like go be your own detective. Like you do have to be I feel like I want to say like you do have to be careful, but not necessarily. It could just be you're in the midst of something huge and you might be even fragile right now, and you've already put your swords down. Like you're not trying to deal with drama or karma unless it's your own type vibe. But it seems like there's something has ended on somebody else's end. Careful someone's not coming towards you as a rebound. Because if somebody truly wants to be in your life and they love you, you're going to get straight talk. Nobody's going to be dancing around the rainbow bush. Okay? So if this is your reading until this energy comes in, just do you. Even create. And it could be something from 2 years ago. Or I'm even here in 2018 for some of you. An idea. Could have been like with the whole pandemic, like I was saying, like the pandemic came so we could all kind of understand what's happening. Everyone had the perfect time to create something, think outside the box, do something new. Everybody handled it differently. Again, it could have just been a thought you had, but maybe this is your balance with temperance. You're the king, you're the queen, you have the perfect balance between masculine and feminine. You've already aligned something. Now it's time to go for it with the Six of Wands. So this could be another awakening with the Hangman, or it's just you're seeing things differently now. You can explain them differently now. It's just shit like that. Okay. Let's get to the next read. So it still looks like a good weekend. You know, just be careful where you put your focus, because this is why it's kind of like dealing with these kind of reads. Like, could be yes, could be a no, but they're not coming towards you. Or it's just, that stuff is just like pointless to even read, if you ask me. Because I'm not trying to put you guys in a place of, do I start this or do I wait? Because originally we were supposed to do this together. Or, you know what I mean? Like, no, fuck that shit. You start that shit. But if it was something you were supposed to do together with somebody, make sure you tweak it a little bit, because they could come after you at some point. This is my idea, yada, yada. So if you add some things in, all right. Next read. Let me find the timer. Let me shut this one off. Shut this one off. Okay. All right. So I just put that in the tower. Are you talking to the birdies? Yeah, I hear ya. WkEnd Energy. Okay, that doesn't have to do with like a lover, an accident. It's just something that went down 2 years ago for you. Or further than that, like I said. 10 of Pentacles. Could be a birthday party. Alana and Mia were born in October. Ace of Bats, which is the Ace of Wands. Page of Ghost. This could be good news. But you might want to sit on it, because I'm getting pulled to the piñata. Like, you don't typically hit the piñata one time and then, you know, everything comes out. There's something here that has some type of longevity, I think. And the way I just said I think is odd, so I feel like it's somebody else's thoughts here. But again, it could be yours. Eight of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck. But it's like also tricky, you know, the pulling it up and down. He's blindfolded. She's pulling the pumpkin up and down. You know what I mean? Like, and then everyone laughs like, ha ha ha. Like the adults get a kick out of it and the kids do, but like that kid doesn't. You know, that makes sense. Because they're so frustrated, you know. So if you're like that, I mean, I've known people in my family like that. And thinking it's like fun, or we've done it to kids, and you know, but if a kid's already frustrated, don't, or you know your kid's like sensitive, don't do that shit. You have some type of message coming in. But one of the funniest stories with a piñata, and I've said this to you before, my parents forgot to fill the piñata with candy. There was so many fucking kids there too, and everybody laughed. Well, like, because it took them like 20 minutes to a half hour to break this fucking piñata open. I think it was like his 7th birthday, 9th birthday, something like that. And everybody was a good sport. Even the kids were a good sport. I think I ran to the store and picked up a bag of candy. But it was empty. So with this 10 of Pentacles, you really got to go within, because it feels like 10s really shouldn't be on the board unless it's followed by really good stuff. And this doesn't look bad at all, but the fact that I shared that story, it almost makes me feel like gotta be careful who you trust, or I mean, it's definitely a decision. And I think you guys as crops, there's a lot of harvest here with this energy with you guys, because it's like happy-go-lucky, you know. It's like if you have a farm, vegetable, great year. You have like the magic touch. I do have a touch for gardening. Some people don't. I don't know what the point of that was. Like, how I'm better than you, I can garden better than you. I don't know what that was all about. But like the other channel, she posted, remember that time I was talking about Florida? And I'm like, here we go again. And it's almost like I feel like I'm competing with her, and I'm not. So somebody could be competing with you and you just don't realize it. But here too, I just kind of feel like you're happy just doing you. You're not trying to deal with something tricky. Because I've never really looked at the 10 of Pentacles as like tricky or malicious, or. But I feel like if you're already triggered because someone hits you up the wrong way, maybe, who knows? You know, somebody chose an alternate route versus the truth. Somebody could be dancing on a mulberry bush here. That's only going to bother them, not you. This energy here could be, you know, do they just want me for the money? And I don't see you yet. This is more the other energy. And how I think this is how they're kind of perceiving you. And the other one could be like public light, or you're creating something because the star was there and the magician. But this could be how you're perceiving them as well. But I don't think so. I don't think this energy is getting the best of you. So somebody might hit you up and it's a trigger, it's like the wrong way. And there's a 10 of ghosts, so it could be a family member, something to do with family. 9 of Wands, anxiety. King of Wands reversed. They could be insecure, but you know that's on them. That's not on you. You know, if they ever come your way, then they'll come your way. But I wouldn't hold your breath, because there's nothing worse than somebody coming at you beating around the bush. So somebody could just purposely trying to trigger you, or they didn't have an intention on triggering you, but that's how that went down because someone was beating around the bush or somebody was lying. And be careful someone's not lying about their own family, because somebody could be investing in something. Somebody could have a mistress here. I mean, there's so many things that could be happening right here with this energy. I need this deck, buddy. Thank you. Can you step down? Step down? Step down? Step down. Come on, step down. No? Come on. There you go. Step down. Good boy. Oh, yeah? Are you tired? All right. You can stay there. I don't think you want to stay there, though. 10 of Pentacles, please. But if this has to do with where you're investing time and you're liking it, absolutely. You got the 5 of Cups. Someone could regret the decisions they made, or the way you look tonight, but I'm hearing the way they abandoned you. Could have been very immature. But again, I feel like this would be somebody like saying, like, and there's the 5 of Swords, somebody saying, like, don't take it personally. When somebody says that, you guys should get aggravated. You should. There's certain times where it's like, I get it if you're dealing with a drug addict or somebody's trying to explain to you, like, hey, you know, try not to take it personally. This person's going through this, and that, right? That's different. In case you want to blame yourself. That's not what I'm talking about here. You know, this is a route somebody chose. You know, so if somebody's like, don't take it personally, you know, honestly, how could you not? Somebody, if they knew they weren't right in the head, or they could have considered you a rebound but didn't say anything, like, no, that person should be mature enough for an explanation at least. Well, fucking adults, you know? So it is personal, because you shouldn't even involved me if you knew, you know, certain consequences. Yeah, it was him chatting earlier. It's the TV. I put it on for Kessel. He usually sings with it, though. But not right now. He did a weird, he did like a song last night I never heard. I was like, wow. You want to pick one? Can I pick one? Pick one. Pick one. Go ahead. Which one? You pick. Which one? You gonna pick for me? You pick. You pick for Mama. Which one? We got over here. We got over here. Which one, buddy? You wanna pick? Wanna pick a card? No, you just want my arm. Ace of Wands, Page of Wands, Page of Cups, the Hierophant, giddy up, Seven of Pentacles, the deck just got tricky. Knight of Wands. Oh, careful, guys. Knight of Wands is an adventure, too. It's exciting. But I'm not going to lie, when the energy comes out like this, it's a little concerning. It could be a really good message, like especially if this has to do with belief or because you have an incoming message. Somebody is really like stuck. What do I do? What do I do? Well, let's just hope they do the right thing. I think somebody else is upset and disappointed with themselves for the choices they made. And they could be seeing you move forward and they're having a tough time. I just heard seek new insight when I looked at that deck. So I don't know if this is like an automatic no. You have three messengers on the board. So I do feel like something's going to come in. I can't tell if it's from multiple people or not. You could run into somebody. I think this is somebody you come in contact with. Someone could have learned a lesson here, or they're still in the midst of a lesson here. And I know there was a learned lesson on the other side, which is probably you, but this... there is something sexual here. You could be dealing with somebody who's got a lot of Taurus in their chart. But this Knight of Wands and the Ace of Wands, they do got like maybe some feelings for you, but this looks more like a hit it and quit it. But if that's the case, it had to have been like friends with benefits maybe, because not like dating someone for years. It feels like something newer. Somebody could be seeing you as if like, all right, maybe it is worth investing. Someone has some regret here for sure on how they treated you. If this is work, Magician just flipped over. If this is work, you have like a brilliant idea and it's going to be very successful if you put your energy into it here with the Seven of Pentacles. And again, this Knight of Wands can just be like a burst of energy. And I'm also getting like wind. Oh, what did he cover there? The Page of Cups? That was like the perfect cover. I think this Knight of Wands and Ace of Wands is a lesson. But it's what somebody else's lesson here, like just the way they treated you. Like you could have had it all. So I don't know what's going on in this person's brain, but somebody knows they did you wrong. And I do feel like it was probably something sexual. Somebody could have been in a relationship, though, with the Hierophant being here. Like, still legally married, or just boyfriend, girlfriend, and, like, they're on the verge of, like, splitting up, and they know it, but they don't talk about it. And then here you come in. It's a lesson. It's something that they did wrong. And again, it could be multiple people. We can be going back 20 years, guys. I'm not really sure, but it's like the way karma is being delivered here is, to me, I just heard appropriate. So people going through karma, leave it be. Try not to engage in that. So someone's getting what they deserve for the way someone was treated, whether you know it or not. Because this energy of the Five of Cups, it's now like I think it was like our energy at one point, and we shifted our focus, and then I feel like this is what they're currently in. Like everybody's kind of going in different directions, and this one's just like, what the fuck? So I don't know if this is somebody who wanted to settle. I don't think they want to settle, though. They could have told you they wanted to settle with the Hierophant. But I feel like using you, but I just heard the song, Try Again. So someone might want a second chance with you. It looks like there's some type of communication here. You might have to put some money into something. You're wondering, is it worth it? It's like, say the transmission goes in a car. The refrigerator goes in the house. You know, it's a big investment. Like, is the car 20 years old? Is it worth putting in a new transmission? But I was going to say trans something. Like, it's a short word for a transmission. So there could be like some lingo here. I think that came out in one of the reads. Like half of the name someone calls, like Courtney. Someone will call me Court, you know? Like my dad. How you doing, kiddo? He still calls me kiddo. 47 years old. How you doing, kiddo? I do think this already happened, or maybe this is travel and your plans get the Magician came out. I should have looked at the card that was on top of that. I guess that's kind of Spirit's way of saying it wasn't needed. Oh, yeah? I'm going to just, how I clarified them, I'm going to do it here too. Overall energy of this Ten of Pentacles. Three of Cups, the Emperor. So it could just be, well, it could be somebody, and then you got Judgment. Judgment was in the first read, but we didn't read deep on that. It almost feels like reminiscing, or you meet a new friend. But if you want more, don't just do a hookup here, because there's something definitely here with a hookup. I'm getting like the forgiveness card in the other deck. I'm going to pull that deck. I don't want to forget. So I'll pull these, and then I'll pull these. But it feels like I'm following the same story without, like, I think some people might know what this is, and then it's still something in the atmosphere that's just awkward, or it's just something. Page of Cups, which is right here again with the Ace of Wands. So someone does have feelings for you, or they're talking about, like, I do have feelings for you, but again, like, someone's holding back. But I wouldn't say engage in that if somebody's holding back. I mean, that's on you guys, and it's up to spirit how you take this route. But sometimes, actually, now that I think about it, I do read the Pages of Cups as I'm sorry. And then please forgive me. Did I even grab the right deck? No. I got distracted. So whatever's in this deck definitely has something to say. Page of Cups here, please. But I can't tell if someone just wants sex. You got the Queen of Pentacles. Eight of Cups. So it could be someone you decide to walk away from. Again, the Eight of Wands at the bottom of the deck. This could be somebody who went silent on you, or you chose to go silent, or this is somebody that does have some feelings for you, but they're choosing to hold back, not tell you. I think somebody's hoping like you're holding on, but so there's a but here. I do think this is somebody else trying to say sorry to you guys. But nothing's telling me here that they're going to be clear or honest. I feel like there's multiple people here, guys. It just feels like making love. Maybe somebody doesn't make love, they just fuck. I don't know, there's something. And then strength, because you're like, oh, do I have to deal with this? Or why am I investing here? And you do have the Ace of Swords, so it could be this person that just needs strength to speak up. No, you're not going to hang out on my head. Thank you, though. Did something happen? Back. What are we on? Oh, did you just step out? All right. Tell me about this Three of Cups. Someone could have just treated you like a friend, or they fucked up a friendship. Stole my fucking... This makes so much sense, guys. I can put everybody in my life in the last fucking 11 years, 10 years, and place them with this energy. All of them. So I'm hearing like story of my life. And if somebody wants to tame you here with the Emperor, that's not a thing. This person could have money. They might want to be your boss, but somebody here has feelings for you. And they just kind of walked away. So I kind of feel like this person has to have the strength to have a conversation with you, or you need the strength to hear somebody out. But if you ask me, this is somebody else's courage. In the end, when I replied to that person the other day, at the end of it, I wrote, fucking coward. And it kind of, in a way, it's like me, like, putting someone down. But, I mean, that's the reality of that situation. And I'm just straightforward. I can be an asshole sometimes, but I'm not beating around the fucking bush for you to get to where you need to be, you know? Like, I'm just, no. And maybe that person doesn't belong in my life anymore, and I had to deliver that one last message to somebody so spirit can step in, you know? Because, again, somebody here could have treated you like a one-night stand. And, again, you could have been like, are we going to put effort into something? And they could have lied to you, but with the Ace of Wands and the Knight of Wands here, they didn't want a relationship. And it could be because they were already in one. I do feel like there's two different men here, or two different women making their way back. And if you think they're just focused on you, you're wrong, because people from the past are coming back around. So if they're coming towards you, you know, they're also talking to other people here. And maybe they don't want to settle, and they see you being like the perfect wife, or, you know. And maybe that's why they walked away, because somebody here still wants to be single. It's like, I almost get like with this Emperor too, like a selfish energy. Like they treated you like a friend, or you were friends, and then something more happened, but their priority had something to do with the family or their work. Could be a workaholic. Someone who's very disciplined, but doesn't put the focus on other things. So there's a downside there too. Because for the longest time, I say, like, I don't want the Emperor. Not with that vibe. I want a different type of Emperor. Knowing when to step in, knowing when to take control. Like, not somebody who thinks they can tame me. I don't need to be tamed. So that's a message for you guys too. And I almost believe that came out in one of the other readings. Like someone wanted to just conquer you. But they caught feelings. So I do feel like there's an apology coming. So this Three of Cups, someone's just kind of watching you, especially if you have, you know, any type of social media. Keeping an eye on you, researching you. Someone could have the funds, because somebody could do a reading on you, or this could also be like their money, their bank account. So there's definitely a fucked up situation that went down, and money involved in these reads. I don't even see health. And someone might not even speak up, you know. And then you got spring and received with the Three of Cups. So something could have went down spring into summer, spring into fall. You could have been a victim. They could have been a victim. Could be a spring baby. just got pulled to Aquarius, though. That's not spring. Aries, Taurus. Can't even think because I'm staring at the Emperor. And the Emperor was observer. Let's get one more for the Emperor, please. And this could be you in masculine energy taking charge of a situation too. When it comes to your business, your thoughts, your energy, self-worth, compromise. So that's actually a good thing that somebody found self-worth. But I'm still feeling matrix, but congratulations, because that takes a lot of work. But I'm still getting like head of household vibes, or, work is more important than the house, going through the bills, looking at money. It could be stocks. It could be, I'm just getting like stalking. Could be UPS, could be stocking wine at a store, like something with stalking. But I also am hearing stocks. So like they're constantly on their computer, but I think they're researching you. Maybe they have no way to get a hold of you. Maybe you blocked outlets here a long time ago. And there's somebody here that's trying to find you. So that tells me someone's kind of been thinking about you. But that feels like a separate story. What's this Page of Cups? So it's almost like a few people owe you an apology. But I don't think you're even thinking about this, to be quite honest. And if you are, change your expectations when it comes to something. Because this is also telling me the Queen of Pentacles, she stands in her truth. And there should be expectations. A lot of people get into stuff. All right, we can see where this goes, or flow. And then no expectations. But you're putting yourself in a situation right off the rip where that's going to fail. Because if you're dating anybody, it is an investment. It's your time that's being taken. It's, your energy. And this could just be a friend. But it's over now. Maybe somebody's just realizing how much they like you. This person could have abandoned you, or they abandoned something last winter. When we have 4 seasons, spring is past, summer is past. We're in autumn now. And, dealing with winter too. So there could have been something transformed in April. I do think this is somebody that abandoned you, to be quite honest. And when I started this reading, I'm almost positive I brought up the 5 of Pentacles. Like someone's being left out. Because I used it in the sense of money, and karma, not necessarily as somebody being left out. So I do feel like this person does have feelings for you. Somebody does want to apologize, but this person also abandoned you. And then this is telling me you've already abandoned this situation as well. But it can also be telling me there is some type of feelings that you both share, but I don't know what to tell you. You have a karmic, so it's probably a wife, and then winter. So this could be cycles. So to me, again, this would be typically going into winter. But I think this is something that happened last winter with the 8 of Cups. You guys could have separated. Somebody got in between the two of you. Someone else prioritized other things, people, places. Because I feel like at the end of the day, you know, it's like the Five of Swords, Five of Cups energy. Nobody wins. Everybody abandoned that situation that they were in. So somebody had expectations that, you know, something would work better, like the grass was greener on the other side, and it failed. You know? And that would be part of the karma anyway. So no surprise here, you know, that somebody repeated a cycle over and over and over and over. But it's over now. Victim. You were a victim. They were a victim. They will end up being the victim if you were victimized with the Eight of Cups. Or somebody, you know, you have a karmic here that was all about her. And I'm only saying her because, you know, I'm being shown it's a feminine energy. She's like, she plays victim. So a third party trapped another energy and they fell for it. And that's just how some things have to roll, guys. It is what it is. You know? But they could have had a higher vibing connection and they chose the wrong one. They chose the karmic. They chose to stay in it. And maybe that's a strength, please. Maybe that's the way it had to go. You know? And then I got surrender and understanding. And then divine masculine. Understanding is upside down. Answers yes. What's this Eight of Swords? Forgiveness. I was waiting for that to come out and it flipped out nice. Bottom of the deck stuck though, you know, but there's big dreams underneath. Let's see. Tell me about this Queen of Pentacles. Because she acts like she was the victim. Hopeless, depressed, empathy, self-reflection, answered questions, untapped talents, masked, hiding, concealing, deception. So someone here also got what they deserved. And it says be in the moment. It says a little bit of each, you know. When karmic things stop, they only stop because you put a stop to them. So two people here chose not to put a stop to it until a little further down the road. But that one other person will always, you got someone here that wants to blame other energies, you know, and that's not what it was even about. It was between the two of them, and a lot of people won't discuss what happened with them. They want to bring somebody else into the picture, you know. So that's another way. That's an obvious karmic situation. So until someone steps out and, you know, really does what they have to do and what's best for them, there's always going to be that other person that struggles with other people's decisions because maybe somebody was hoping they would get their way. I mean, there is a woman here that this is victimized. So she probably victimized him and she acts like the victim. But I feel like she's bringing other people into it. And that's the bottom line. They didn't talk about family. See, this is a situation where you have to leave out the other person, whether it's an actual person, a job, and get down to what the real thing is when it comes to two people and why something's not working out. You're not seeing eye to eye. Some people can deal with that energy and work it out, and others cannot because it's karmic. And like I said, somebody here, I've been getting this feeling lately, has a lot of karmic people in their family too. So this could have been right back to the masculine, and she kept it from them, and then she found out, and they had to go through their own journey too with the Five of Cups. They had to realize, what really went wrong. And some of you were a catalyst for a certain situation. I think there's a couple different energies coming back this weekend, to be honest with you. It's like people owe you 2 apologies. So 2 very different situations here. They're still stuck as of right now, but then you got big dreams and crossroads. Just because they're stuck, it doesn't mean that you won't hear from them. I mean, the communication's here. And somebody else is definitely spying, researching on you, getting everything they can. They have the resources to do it. Somebody could be looking at your background, your credit, all that shit. It could be even governors, government. It could be something with your governor. Who knows? This Emperor was definitely stubborn. I can feel it, especially with the 10 of coin. Intimacy, mutual respect, unity, closeness, masculine energy, very disciplined father figure, authority. So again, like hopeful, inspired, optimistic, success. We had that all up there earlier. Or was that the other read? It's like they're feeling hopeful. There could be a little ego there. So we know it's masculine. Now we got 2 masculine energy out. It could be, someone from your past, or someone hits you up. You end up talking to both. Or it's the opposite with the other woman. Like there was definitely 2 women. You might not have been talking to this person. They abandoned you probably a while ago. But it's also telling me you also abandoned a situation. And again, I hate to repeat myself, but Spirit's making this very clear that some people had to go their own way, or this wouldn't have gotten resolved properly. It's almost like some type of payback, or maybe they tried again, but she was talking to somebody else at the same time. Because something had to, I'm seeing the Wheel of Fortune here, like something had to run its course. But I don't like the fact that she plays victim. Like, please don't go in that direction. Please don't leave. Like, I don't think it's like that for everybody, but it could be for some. But then that's just her victimizing the masculine. But this masculine wants to go in a new direction. $8:30. Give myself 10 more minutes. It's this Queen of Pentacles again. The focus is the Queen of Pentacles here. So could be a little of you, or it's mostly them. I don't know. But someone's focus is definitely here on the Queen of Pentacles. Change of residency, moving. Could be moving in with somebody down the road. So this feels more like you right now. Like I said, I did get a big mix of energies here. What else for us? Slippery cycles. Fate, karma, something ending, something beginning. Communicate, forgiveness, working it out, compromising. I saw compromising at the bottom of the deck as well. Be careful, someone could be sneaky here. This could be the wrong one trying to get you in a cycle again. Move on, someone's unavailable. It's a waste of time. So there's definitely two different people. And you guys might not know what this is, but it could be your own family talking behind your back. Or they don't agree with you. It's something. That's for sure. Because you have somebody that's, I feel, is like an opportunistic person here. And then there's another one. And this could be ending a cycle with somebody, communicating, working things out, moving on. And they were sneaky and they want to apologize for making you feel like this person was doing something wrong. But I feel like whomever this is, you stopped thinking about this person anyway. All these people, it could even be a friend, you know. But I do feel like for some of you, because it's fake, something ending, something beginning. This again, maybe you look at this person as a liar. Can't trust them. And it could be the other energy where they're moving on. But I also feel like pick and choose. I do feel like in the next month or two, you're going to be talking to somebody. And you might know what this is now. But I feel like you're going to be talking to two different people. Or you work it out with one and you shut down the others. Like say somebody had like a dating website. Did you shut that down yet? You find out it's still on the phone. No one likes that. I wouldn't be comfortable with that. But phones these days, you know, they can hide apps. And they have a secret code to go in to get into, like, just like the pictures. You have a secret file, a personal file. You can put your pictures in there, and it's really hard for anybody to crack that. Even if someone stole your phone and used it, they'll still never be able to crack that. So I feel like there's somebody here definitely hid something from you. To what extreme, I don't know. But and I do feel like for some of you, you do know this is a shady situation and just move on. Because I also feel like with one of the stories I told, it's like the person won't even come back. But they want that connection to you. Somebody could be masturbating to you. It's almost like someone here wants you to be clingy. So somebody here has a massive fucking ego, I'll tell you that. And then with strength, this might be you. And somebody wants you to hear them out. Something's been stagnant. Overall energy, this divine masculine right now, please. They could be being guided towards you because it is surrender and understanding. I just want to see how deep it goes. But something's still not clicking for this energy. Or they didn't see it coming. Maybe somebody doesn't know how to have communication like that. You gotta pause. So again, you know, cycles. Because I felt like that's where the good energy was, but the rest is still unwritten. That came out the other day. Somebody needs to work on their throat chakra, their confidence. Like, to me, there's nothing sexier than the truth. It could hurt, but, like, you need that type of relationship, guys. You can't hold back when you're in a relationship. Even when you're starting something. Because this can be a sketchy situation as well. He is whipping around the house right now. Because even that can be a sketchy situation. I mean, how long has this person been thinking about you? Probably over a year. Or when they see you and bump into you, because, I mean, cycles, it takes a year. Or at least 9 months, because you had spring, winter, at least in the last 6 months. This person's been thinking about you. But I also feel like there's energy here where it's like somebody just wanted like to conquer you, but they told you they wanted more. And that's shitty too. And now they're stuck in that 5 of Cups because of the moves they made. Again, some of you, this could be, you're just moving on from a situation. Anything that seems sketchy, shady, not clear communication. Like, I've been in that situation where somebody comes back and that trust is just not there. You can't tell me you want X, Y, Z, because Max, you fucking asshole. Come here, baby. I don't want you to have a heart attack. He didn't use the claws with him, but he wants to pin him down. What the fuck, Max? Do you want to be an outdoor cat? I'll get you a nice, let's go out and get you a nice little doggy bed with heaters. Come on, let's go, asshole. Telling you. He also makes a lot of noise like that as like a warning. So there might be a warning here, like I said, or a big fight. Somebody wants to apologize. And if it wasn't a fight, it's just, guys, damn. And I know Max got him and was able to pin him down. They do it with mice, but he doesn't use his claws. But I don't need peanut butter having a damn fucking heart attack. So animals might be going wild in the next few days as the world turns, I just heard. But be careful, that was also a soap opera. about this masculine energy here. So you got 3 strong masculine energies, actually. Divine, Emperor. They are thinking about you, but it could just be sexual. It could be somebody who owns a business. Could be somebody who's already settled. But destruction, yeah. So they're going through something karmic and grief. That is their 5 of Cups. So they're in the midst of learning a lesson here. So, I mean, it is what it is. Consequences for choices that have been made. And this person might even be thinking, like, ever since you were gone or whatnot, shit has gone to, XYZ, but that has nothing to really do with you. You are a catalyst, possibly, for something, but at the end of the day, it still has to do with this person not dealing with what needs to be dealt with. Or this could be, somebody, I'll never get married again, like, I'll never do this, like, somebody got hurt. But again, it could be this person, causing their own, whatever they did, and now they're realizing, like, fuck, what did I do? I fucked something up. So I think a lot of people are thinking about their past. And if you have like 20 people in your past, even girlfriend, boyfriend, it's just people thinking of other people. And I said that in the beginning of this reading too. Don't think that this person doesn't think of that person or XYZ, because everybody's dealing with that right now. Your own thoughts. It's something. I just heard it's something to do with Neptune. Let me get the negative side of Neptune. The negative part of Neptune when it's in retrograde. Neptune can make us deceive ourselves or be deceived by others, or just make us misunderstood, or you're being understood. It rules glamorous, sparkling energy. Bear in mind that Neptune's visions are not always real. It's Saturn's job to give us the cold, hard truth. But, in a positive way, with the spiritual meaning, it's associated with your dreams, your intuition, spirituality, sometimes illusion or confusion. It governs the unconscious mind, creativity, empathy. You had empathy down there too. Often leading individuals to seek deeper meaning in life and to connect with spirit and mystical realms. So it could be getting a lot of dreams too. It does rule the pineal gland, the sensory of perception, intuition, psychic, receptivity, receptivity. I'm not saying it right. What's up on my tongue? Receptivity. It also rules the fluid in your joints. Pluto rules your hormones. That's funny because I have a meeting today about my knee MRI. There's fluid everywhere. Edema. So I don't know what they're going to do there. So maybe that's why someone hasn't approached either. Well, yeah, in a way. But whatever this is a lesson. Like somebody needs to learn something here, or it's going to remain on pause. And that would be the other person. That wouldn't be you. So I'll get one message for you guys in regards to pause. if something's on pause, or you want to pause and really consider what's going down on a deeper level. And this is the energy I love with depth. So if you come around me with Neptune and you're not straightforward, you're gonna get the raft of this. It just is what it is. Companion, side by side with true company. No challenges is too great. Find your battle companion. So I feel like there's a ride or die out here. And it's funny because I did go to bed the other night, cyclical. It's time to explore new possibilities. Everything is cyclical. And every ending holds infinite possibilities and renewal. So if you know somebody, you're not good with somebody, or they can't take you to the next level, you have next level here, an opportunity will open that seems like fantasy. Trust your vision, dare to dream. There's Neptune all damn day. So these are Neptune's messages. Is somebody here your ride or die? Like maybe at one point you thought they were, but they're not. Like you gotta, like if that person came back to me, like would I actually even consider it if it was him? I don't know, to be quite honest with you. I really don't. Because, and it is because I have such a strong belief. And if, you want to bring up Musk all the time knowing that I don't like him, like that has to be guideline. That has to be boundaries, right? But like, so that's just, I don't think that would work, to be quite honest with you guys. Some of you, I'm hearing it can. But could have somebody coming in taking the wrong approach and you're just like, yeah, no. Nope. So until they figure this lesson out and speak the truth about everything, don't focus on them. Focus on yourself, things that make you happy. This could also be saying this is your ride or die. But right now, until somebody breaks some type of, I'm hearing curse or generational conditioning, something like that, or just stuff they always do, like beating around the mulberry bush, fucking skipping, like, no thank you. Even thinking about it just aggravates the fuck out of me. And the person that texted me that, I really don't think they did it intentionally. Like it was that them saying it wasn't for me obviously was intentional, but it wasn't like something shitty on Musk. It was just kind of like his thoughts of where things are going. But I've had those same thoughts and said the same thing to him numerous fucking times, and it didn't click. You needed Elon to have it click. So I just kind of feel like, how can that even fucking work? But for some of you, it can. Others of you, if this is someone newer, you might feel abandoned. They come back a few days later, a few weeks. I'm not sure. And that person can be your ride or die. There's something very complicated here that doesn't need to be fucking complicated. It's because people are beating around the fucking bush. So continue to do what you do. Because when Neptune is retro, oh my gosh, it's just beautiful. It expands things. You can go into voids while you're dreaming. Like focus on that. And I was just going to say, but I didn't say it. I wanted to focus on something. So I changed what I was listening to and put on rain. And then by the time I laid in bed, like trying to play it out, and then I couldn't play it out. It was weird. I'm like, man, I could always play this dream out. Why can't I do it tonight? And I let it go, and I probably just fell asleep. So there is something with your dreams. And I did have an odd dream last night with bugs. And because my dad even said one day, like, I woke up from my dream, but I was covered in bugs. And then I had a dream that bugs were coming out of their bedroom I was trying to catch them, but there was like a swarm. So I'm going to have to research that. I'll just look it up right now. And then I gotta go. Dreaming about bugs in your room flying everywhere. Bugs in your room flying everywhere. Maybe I should have said trying to catch. You can be feeling annoyed. It could be you're overcoming some type of paranoia. Could be like a stimulating threat. Dreams might stimulate threats. So you could rehearse them and avoid things too. But this is about problem solving or keeping the brain stimulated. And then others, your dreams have meaning. It could be a concern when it comes to your health or your cleanliness, minor irritations in daily life, cultural beliefs, and personal experience with insects can also influence these dreams. What does it mean when you're trying to catch a whole bunch of bugs in your room when you're dreaming? Symbolizes feelings of being overwhelmed, irritating issues, and anxieties in your waking life, potentially indicating a sense of lack of control from minor problems, and you're letting things build up. So again, key interpretations is just, frustrating, feeling overwhelmed. Unsolved issues, feeling of disgust. I don't get those type of things, but it could be somebody here, feeling, disgusted, embarrassed, the way something ended or the way they treated you. So I love you guys. I hope you have an amazing weekend and just continue to do you, like whatever makes you happy. Like that's, I don't see you getting stuck in I just heard cyclone. This is the other energies, and it's just, it is what it is, So I feel like good energy too, So just, again, be careful what you entertain. And if you're entertaining something, make sure, I just said, make sure you're getting what you need. But that pulled me to a one-night stand, like you're feeding yourself. So again, you might want to be careful who you engage with, because there's definitely underlined things going on here. I'm just getting the bear in the big blue house again. When they look at the moon, like they say goodnight to the moon. Good night. Oh, now it's time to go. He would sing like a good night song and then say, now it's time to go, and he would wave. And that's not the first time that's come in. When that comes in, like for me, I just feel like it's symbolic for me. Like it actually makes me cry. And I did bring up a bear the other day. So do your own research when it comes to the symbology of bears if you want to, it's up to you. But I love you guys, and I will probably see you later on Prophecies of Your Modern Day Seer. Bye guys. Love you.